Dusting says his Mexican walking fish is the perfect companion. He says it eats any kind of flesh. He can take it on holidays with him, and it doesn't annoy him the way most people do. Dusting says if he could just get rid of all the people who bug him, the world would be a better place. When I asked him who he'd keep around, he said, probably just me and a few animals, so we could have something to eat and play fetch with. Dusting doesn't seem to like anyone except for me. Don't ask me what it is that's so special about me. Millicent says I shouldn't get too excited though. She says viruses work the same way. Nobody knows why they just pick one person out of the room to infect, but there's no way you can get it to leave until it's ready to go. I guess that much is like dusting anyway.
Hey, Thesaurus, it's me, Dusting. Here, Chewy, Chewbacca. What's wrong with Chewy?
He seemed all right a minute ago.
Here, hold this.
There's something in here moving.
It's my Mexican walking fish. I brought it over to stay for a while.
You want me to mind it?
Nope, I'm moving into your spare room. Don't get your hopes up. It's just for a couple of days. Just until the painting's done anyway.
What painting?
At home, they're painting the house. The smell of paint makes me go dizzy and I see things.
What sort of things?
Spooky things.
Is this all you're bringing?
I get the rest of my stuff later.
It looks kind of dangerous.
It wouldn't hurt a fly. Just don't stick your hand in the bowl. And keep your shoes on when I let it out for exercise.
You let it out? To wander around?
Just for an hour or two a day.
Ernest, please try and chew with your mouth closed.
I'm scared to, Mrs. Thesaurus. If I close my mouth with food in it, I don't know how I'm going to get any air in, and I might suffocate.
Is there any room in the bin for the bones tonight?
Which bin?
The big green bin. The only bin.
It isn't the only bin. There's a little yellow bin in the bathroom.
That's a waste paper basket. What are you carrying on about? That's a bin. Do you know how much you can fit in there? About 3 tons. The garbage out in 1977. Dusting will have to sleep in your bedroom.
What?
I said Dusting will have to sleep in with you. Your dad is going to sleep in the spare room.
The spare room? But why?
Because I've been snoring a lot lately.
I'll clear out a drawer for you.
Better give me the top 4. I hate having my stuff all scrunched up together.
Why should you have 4 and me just 1?
Because my clothes are bigger than yours.
But then all my stuff will be scrunched up.
Hasn't anyone told you you're supposed to be nice to your guests? Your mum must have, I bet.
Yeah, I guess.
That's what I mean. I'm your guest. It doesn't like drafts. Up there on the shelf will do.
Next to my fish.
Sure. Push it up close so they can make friends.
Tropical fish are very sensitive. Look, they've swum to the other side.
I like to sleep with the window open. I like the fresh air. Yep, I'm gonna be real comfortable here. It's all yours. Sorry about your toothbrush, Thesaurus. It must have been faulty. I'm lucky I didn't spear my gum with it. You're gonna need more soap too.
Avril's dead.
Too bad.
Have to do a burial later. Your waffle's dripping onto the bed.
I'll clean it up later. That must be your mum. I gotta go. I'm going shopping with her so she'll know what my favourite foods are.
Don't worry, I'll clean it up. Hi, Thesaurus. You're supposed to come over to my house to practice our dancing, remember? I was? Sorry, I don't feel much like dancing today. Push past it, Thesaurus. Imagine when we're famous. There'll be hundreds of people watching us. I might have to give up dancing for a little while. Don't even joke about it, Thesaurus. Never forget, we were born in the same hospital on the same day. We were born to dance together. I don't think I'm going to have any time for practice this week. Dusting's got every day planned out. Since when did Shovelhead take charge? Since he moved in. Dusting's living here? I don't see him anywhere. He went to the supermarket with my mum to help her choose his favourite foods. You have to get tough, Thesaurus. You have to tell him that this is more important and he can go find some ants to squash for a couple of hours. I don't mind waiting while you grab your dancing shoes. I promised Dusting I'd wait for him to come back and make nachos. Nachos? You'd rather eat nachos than dance with me. It's just it's my duty as a friend to be a good host. You don't have to spell it out to me, Thesaurus. I wasn't going to. You prefer Bristlehead to me. Give me a call, Thesaurus, and maybe, just maybe, I might answer. Max and Molly are dead. Douglas is the only one left.
He looks better with the extra space.
He's swimming laps.
That's because he's happy, I bet. What are you doing?
Today's my turn to have the bed. Remember?
That was before I hurt my elbow. I need the bed to lay it out flat.
I've been thinking. Maybe it's not working out with the two of us in the same room.
What?
Well, it's just all my fish have died except one. Maybe rooms just weren't meant to have two people in them.
Yeah. Maybe you and your fish better move into the spare room with your dad.
But he snores. That's why he's there. I won't be able to sleep.
No problem. I'll cure him from snoring so he can move back in with your mum.
How do we do that?
Sure it'll work. It's not my uncle snoring. It's an ancient Chinese remedy. But what if it hurts? This is nothing. They use needles on my uncle.
Brazil.
Where do I put them? Everywhere. I think he's cured. But he wasn't snoring before. Yeah, you're right. I better put one more peg on just to make sure.
Peg! Peg, I'm covered in peg! Dusting.
Yes, Mr. Thesaurus?
I feel certain that the painting's finished at your house now.
Hold it! I've told you before, we've repainted our areas. You can't cross that line. That's my territory.
I have to get to my cupboard.
You'll have to use the window.
He can't come in through the window. Then he'll be crossing into my territory.
There's a manhole in the ceiling. Looks like you're gonna have to use that.
I've changed my mind. I'm staying.
Staying here again? But I thought you were gone.
I was, except for my brothers. They painted my room pink. I told them I can't live in a room that's painted pink. Nice coat.
It's new. My mum just got it for me.
I bet it'd fit me perfect.
I don't think so.
I've always wanted a coat like that.
Well, it's kind of mine.
Hey, Thesaurus, remember that time when I let you my rat's tail, except you lost it in the washing machine? And I didn't make you get me a new one. That's what friends are for.
Do you want to borrow my coat?
Cool. You can have my plastic one as a swap.
I got a faded pair of jeans, alligator boots in my car.
Hey! What are you doing here? This is my territory, Liver Legs.
I'm looking for Thesaurus. I thought he might have split his head open and got lost and wandered over here into stupid land.
Hey, Dusting. What do you have against duffel coats anyway?
What are you talking about?
Well, how come you're torturing that one? Time to take it off the stretch rack.
Just tell Thesaurus I'm looking for him.
It's safe, Thesaurus.
How did you know I was up here?
I've got a 7th sense. Plus, I can smell you runners.
I had to wear my old ones. Dusting's got my new pair.
You can't stand another minute with him. You can tell me the truth, Thesaurus.
Well, sort of, I guess. I just don't want to go home anymore. My room smells like something's died in it. And I have to sleep in a stretcher every night. And I have to watch a snake swallow a frog. And I've only got one fish left. And it doesn't look so good.
You have to tell him to scram.
How can I do that? He's my friend.
Friend Schmend. We have to think of a reason to make him want to leave. Think. There must be something he doesn't like about your place.
Well, he didn't like what we had for breakfast. But then he got my mum to buy him white bread and plum jam. I guess he likes everything now. He's never gonna leave while his room's still pink.
He must really hate pink.
What if I don't like pink either?
That's no problem. We'll just paint over it later. I love painting.
Hope this works.
By the time we're done, Dustin will take one look at your pink room and never want to come back.
Playing at the party tonight. In my cowboy shirt, I'll be.
Let's try and not get any on the woodwork.
What's that, Thesaurus?
Everything's pink.
It's brilliant.
Did you have to paint my bed?
Well, I dropped some paint, and it was easier to paint it all than clean it up.
Even the mirror?
I didn't miss anything.
I didn't want everything pink.
Look on the bright side. The more pink there is, the less dusting there is.
I can't see my fish.
We should take a photo.
I've got to find something to scrape the paint off. Don't paint anymore.
The artist rests.
What happened? It's horrible.
I don't know. I kind of like it.
Who painted it?
Me and Thesaurus. Feeling dizzy yet?
I hate pink.
That's why we painted it.
What do you mean?
Nothing.
Just remember, I'm Thesaurus's best friend, not you.
So how come he wants you out of here?
He doesn't want me out of here. He wouldn't know what to do without me.
He says he's sick of the way you smell and the way you spoil all his clothes and how you like warts and your horrible music collection. Take my word for it, Thesaurus doesn't want you around anymore. Just look at the pink if you don't believe me. That's why we painted it, because we knew you hated it so much that you'd take one look and leave. At least you've still got your Mexican walking fish. I bet they still like you.
Hey, Dusting.
I was thinking about letting you be my buddy for life. I'll probably just end up running over you instead.
Well, that's the end of him.
He didn't look very happy.
I really gave it to him. I said, Thesaurus doesn't like you anymore, and that you're just not interested in having a friend that finds other people's warts interesting, and that's why we painted the room pink. I told him how you said he smells
But
too.
it was your idea to paint the room pink.
It was? Anyway, the important thing is he's gone.
You shouldn't have told him all those things. I just want him to go back home. Dusting's my best friend, the same as you.
The same as me? He can't be. He's just a garden slug.
I'm allowed to have more than one friend. Other people do. And now everything's pink and I hate it. This wasn't such a good idea. Maybe I can find him.
Some people just don't know a gift horse when they see it.
Dusting! Dusting! I didn't mean it! I want you to come back! Dusting! Well, sorry about everything. You're a good fish. I hope you'll be happy, even though you're dead.
How come you painted your room pink?
Because it was a mistake. I wanted a red room. Oh, okay. I wanted you to go. I wanted my room back. I'm sorry. I didn't want to make you cry or anything.
I didn't cry, Thesaurus. You better remember that.
But Millicent was wrong. You're still my best friend. We're friends to the end.
Friends? Says who?
You're still my friend.
You want to ask me to come back and stay with you again, right? You better say it, Thesaurus.
I want you to come and move back in. You can stay for weeks if you like, months even.
Well, forget it. I'm moving back in at home. I've had enough of your place. I never slept properly there anyway. The way your mum kept on crying all night, keeping me awake.
I never heard her.
Cloth ears. Here, I got you this.
Fish? For me?
Don't make a big deal out of it.
You bought me fish with your own money. You're giving me a gift.
I got them cheap, so they probably got some disease or something.
I don't care. I'll nurse them back to health.
Suit yourself.
Where are you going?
I got stuff to do.
I'll see you tomorrow then.
Not if I see you first. Don't forget to bring your duffel coat.
I got a faded pair of jeans, alligator boots and my cowboy shirt. Well, the gals think I'm cute.
My mum and dad didn't like my pink room much either. My dad said I must have been spending too much time on the girls' side of the schoolyard and took me to 2 football games and 1 wrestling match, all on the same weekend. Dusting moved back into his room. He said he worked out a way and all it took was half a tin of paint and nobody knew where anything was anymore. They let me scrape the paint off my window and my mirror so that I could at least make myself neat enough to go to school. Maybe it would be easier if people were fish. We'd have to be best friends if we lived in the same tank together. We'd be sharing everything. Same fish food, same water, same cave, same treasure chest. I guess you just have to hope that nobody was from Mexico.
Well, there's a gal there